So, you know, obviously Joel's won this event twice before. Filipe, a defending champion here. So this is going to be basically, to me, Joe, who gets the right wave, who gets themselves on those little gems that come around the corner. Obviously, Joel knows exactly what he's looking for. Filipe, he's no slouch out here. We've seen what he's capable of doing. This is going to be fireworks.
He continues to drop big scores, as we'll see the first wave of finals day here at the Quiksilver Pro. It's Filipe Toledo getting down the line. Frontside roundhouse cutback as he looks to ramp up on the inside, a full rotation air first thing in the morning. Toledo now starting to get the crowd excited and waking up on the beach. Sneaks in a wrap, and this wave is still running through the inside. It's a little full, but Toledo always finds some speed. Nice vertical turn to get this one going down the line. Forehand jam on the open face, one off the lip. Now he throws the tail into a nose pick reverse, and Toledo is going to start off with the lead over the local boy.
Wow. There's Dad right there, showing his approval, and why not? I mean, that was what a way to start finals day here. Filipe Toledo picking up exactly where he left off, Joe, just lighting it up. Yeah, it is very interesting, actually. Maybe Parko just trying to adopt a bit more of a relaxed attitude on the opening exchange. Toledo nice and deep on this one, just setting it up. You can see him just waiting for this wave to hit that inside section. Now he starts to hit the gas as he races down the line. There's that traditional air reverse, beautiful rotation, beautiful spin. That was absolutely perfectly landed there from Toledo, and he's waiting for this wave to build up. This is one of those little waves that you just dream of getting here at Snapper Rocks. It just keeps offering you room to move, and Toledo, as we've seen before, just has sharpened up his rail game immensely. I mean, we always knew this kid was good in the air, but now he's starting to get those turns, mixing it up, variety of repertoire, speed, power, flow. My goodness. I'm saying that's going into the excellent range straight away, Joe. Let's have a look here. Look at the timing that he connects with right there. Flying higher than that bird in the background, that's for sure. And lands it absolutely perfect. Now, watch when he comes out of the spin. He drives off the bottom straight into the next turn. That's what you want to have. His feet in the right place. Straight off the bottom again. So Toledo nailing that one absolutely perfect. The judges want to see that clean exit straight into the next maneuver, and if you can do that, that is just going to gather you as much guaranteed highest possible points.
So impressive how he can open up with a first wave and blow up, showing that full rotation, nose pick reverse, big carves, and even he looks solid in the downtime in between maneuvers. Well, the score is in, and it's a 6.67 start, even though he got us on our feet and the crowd excited here early in the morning at Snapper Rocks. It's keeping this a fairly even matchup. Parko can get those scores with his eyes closed on his home break.
What a way to start. I mean, if Toledo got a 6.67 on that, you're really going to have to surf incredibly well to get a big score here today.
Toledo's going to keep moving against Parko. Already on his second wave, high line carve, as this one's just going to go flat down the line. That'll be a quick second scoring ride as Parko's still waiting to get things started. Yesterday, Joel Parkinson had the weirdest heat in round 5, 2 restarts. They thought he was just going to come in and maybe surf his round 5 heat today, and our commissioner called them back out. They had to run back out through the keyhole.
Obviously, Joel thinking and Kaio thinking that if they'd have come in at 2 restarts was over.
This is Toledo way down the point now under priority. Starts with a little down carve snap right off the lip. Already setting up a big open face carve. Just nice, easy tempo and pace to Toledo. Draws high off the top again. A couple of big moves on the open face. Maybe saving something above the lip for down the line. Just hugging the pocket. Stalling. And now he's looking to ramp up. Toledo carves through the inside corner. He'll go straight up again. So a series of forehand hooks to snaps off the top for Toledo. And that's going to go into his top 2. 20 minutes remaining, and Parko still scoreless.
I'm so impressed with the way this kid is surfing smarter. You know, after his first round heat, the post-heat interview, he said, you know, look, I'm not out there trying to force maneuvers. I just want to surf smarter this year. I want to make sure that I get my score straight away.
You can see Filipe Toledo just still looking at waves under the priority. Well, Parko is now looking at a potential start. Now at the 18-minute mark, Joel Parkinson running down the line, looking for a big first turn. Nice sweeping cut back into that 360 off the rebound. Fades it real quick, and this one's not giving him too much at all. So the local boy, former event champ, former world champ, waits for a long time to get started, and it's not much of a wave pause. We're just going to be rotating with the best women and men in the world until we get our finals, hopefully about midday before that tide comes up. Toledo with priority will take off in front of Parko now. Driving into the lip, front side carve off the top. He's got a ton of speed, big section, nails it and goes down.
Wow, well, there's the first little mistake we've seen in quite some time, excuse me, but yeah, Filipe just going down there, but you know what, he's going for it, and that's the thing. He's really surfing on the edge, and when you do, every now and again there's going to be a little mistake. We're going to see some critical stuff on the beginning of the wave. These guys are going to have to really adjust to that.
Joel with priority looks very interested in this wave. He's got a section coming down right in front of him, and he's going to have to step off.
Wow. Oh, Joel using priority there, getting caught behind the section. Frustration there, and it's hard to then reel yourself back in. Once you start getting a little grumpy out in the lineup, Joe, it's got to try and quieten that down. You know, just start taking a breath, catch some waves like he's doing right now.
So Parko looking to recover from that last mistake. Frontside wrap, looking strong now. Straight up vertical. Looks like he's recovering quickly. Now moving down the line with a lot of speed, looking for a lofty forehand float. He'll beat the section and go right into a vertical snap and tail blow. Former event champ looking to carve through the inside section. Out in front now. Beautiful rail work. All style, all flow. Parko drills it off the top and recovers into a beautiful section after a priority mistake. He turns that into a solid feeling, his best number so far this quarterfinal.
You know, the good guys are so good at doing that, Joe. You know, they make a mistake and then they just rectify it really quickly. De Souza, one of the best at it as well.
Coming up next, Maddie Wilkinson takes on the world champ Adriano De Souza as we take another look at Joel Parkinson's form.
Yeah, just silky smooth. You know, these are the waves you want. I mean, this one slid right underneath Filipe Toledo. He didn't really even look at this wave, so that's saying something to me. This is local knowledge coming into play right now. Nice transition turn. This is what I like. Straight up vertical. Throwing those fins out of the back of the wave. Just releasing that back foot, letting that board slide, which is very tricky to do. Right there. Trademark stuff from Joel. And then just joining the dots, making sure he finishes off this wave. You can see almost a little disinterested then. Oh, hang on a sec. There's a little bit more here. Didn't quite finish off there. So Joel Parkinson gets his best score. That's going to give him a little bit more confidence, a little bit more positivity moving forward. There's 11 minutes and 50 remaining. So Joel is at his comeback wave, Joe.
Always consistently radical. Last couple of years, Potts, he had a little bit of fade on the rankings, but he still got perfect 10s along the way when you think back to the Fiji Pro. Parko up now. Snap to start into a carve. It's way before the break, came in at a 6.33. Now he's going to just keep going on these forehand hooks down the line. Looking for something major. Little snap, beautiful flow. Now let's go, and blows the tail out to finish.
Well, definitely a comeback wave there for Joel. He's looking for a 6.02. You know, that's a tricky thing right now with priority. Toledo was a little bit too far out for that wave. And Joel snuck that one in underneath Filipe's priority. So is that going to be a 6.02? Is that going to get him back into the lead? So a 6.33 for Joel. So that's pretty much up there, really close to Toledo's opening wave.
Interesting when you see those comparisons. We remember Toledo starting. He got that wave that kept on giving. He did full rotation airs and carves and finishing moves. And then also with Parko's wave, a 6.33, where he kind of didn't really have a finish. Let's take another look at this wave.
Yeah, this was one of those smaller ones, those ones that grow that Beard was talking about yesterday, where you kind of take off on a medium-sized wave and then it starts hitting that bank. It starts to stand up a little bit better. And Joel, just silky smooth approach right now. No mistakes so far, just driving down the line. Connects right there, just setting things up, and then finishes off with a little sort of almost throwing the tail out towards the beach there, trying to get to as radical as possible. You can see Toledo too far out for this wave, and Joel found a nice little gem here. So this is going to narrow the gap. I don't think it's going to go to that 6.02 situation, but it's definitely going to narrow the gap on Filipe Toledo. It's going to be Joel's second highest score. At the moment, that second highest score just a 217. This is the most radical maneuver right here on this wave. There, just throws the tail out, tries to get that board all the way around, doesn't quite connect it. And an interesting situation there, Joe, where he literally sacrificed the rest of the wave for that one maneuver. And sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you're thinking, well, do I keep chasing this wave down the line, or do I then turn and try and focus on something radical to finish this wave off?
Filipe with priority sitting underneath Joel. Parkinson's last of 5.83 is keeping him in second pots.
Yeah, I kind of thought that. I don't think that was going to go in, especially due to the size of the wave. Obviously, it wasn't one of the biggest ones. But, in saying that, we've seen big scores on smaller waves. It's just how you surf it. You've really got to light it up. I mean, the judges want to see something special here on finals day.
Toledo still with first priority and the lead at this point. Parko needs to recover from that wave and maybe just repositioning himself down the line. Big fin blow out the back. A solid start, but he needs a 6.02 to make the semifinals. And this could be his last chance. Fading cut back. Toledo's getting started out the back with a fin blow reverse. Parko needs to finish. Looks at Toledo real quick and keeps swinging. Filipe already threw a roundhouse cutback. That wave moving really slow for Joel Parkinson, as he's going to need something huge to finish. Setup work. Now he's got the section opening up. Snaps it off the top. Carves it one more time. Now he might be able to get going. Drills it vertically into a good part of the wave on the inside corner and just fits in a wrap.
Well, that was synchronized surfing right there between these two guys. Obviously, Toledo just finishing off his wave.
Still running through the inside, and he'll kick out. So 43 seconds remaining. Parko needed a 6.02. Ricardo Toledo already celebrating the win for Toledo as we'll wait for scores to come through. Parko had to move at that point of the heat. He was running out of time. Out the back, the wave didn't really give him too much to work with, Bots.
Well, had he let that wave go, Toledo was on the next one, and there really hasn't been anything else that has come through. So Joel might have been left wondering at the end there. I think you've got to roll the dice at some stage, and sometimes at Snapper Rocks, you take off on a wave that doesn't look like much, and it turns into something. Let's have a look at what happened behind Joel. These guys were doing pretty much a similar thing all the way through, except for that right there. That was the point of difference from Filipe Toledo. Just the ability to get that board around on a nothing wave. That thing had no vertical face whatsoever. And Filipe managed to get that air rotation, came out of it with speed, and then kept the ball rolling all the way through the inside. Toledo trying to improve on a 5, 6, 7. Now the wave starts to build up. He's watching Joel out of the corner of his eye as well. Joel's still going, so Toledo still racking up points as he moves through the inside. A little bit more pizzazz on that turn, and now he starts to jam down the line. What's he got for us to finish? Smart surfing here from Toledo. Is he going to better that 5, 6, 7? I think so. Is Joel going to better his 5.83? Maybe so. This is going to be a close finish.
Well, you see the energy that Filipe Toledo's putting into his finishing move. And even in those gutless sections, he still finds a way to perform. This is Joel's wave.
Yeah, nice opening turn right there from Joel Parkinson. Unfortunately, this is where the wave kind of goes a little fat. Beautiful trademark wraparound cutback. One of the best in the game. Just silky smooth, fluid, yet very powerful. And here, this is just all sort of joining the dots, connecting those maneuvers. Joel sort of looking over his shoulder. Okay, Toledo's up and riding. I've got to keep going on this one. This wave gave him a little bonus section through the inside, but a lot of downtime, Joe, a lot of waiting around, and unfortunately that's going to hurt Joel in the end.
Waiting to make the decision are the judges next door. Head judge Richie Porta keeping an eye on the panel. Filipe Toledo still has the dream of going back-to-back with his titles here at the Quiksilver Pro. Numbers dropping in for Parko. He needed a 6.02, and it comes in under the requirements. He had a 5.83, and then his last a 4.83. Has Parkinson eliminated in the quarterfinals. He'll start off the season with an equal 5th from his home break, and Toledo has more in store for us here on finals day at the Quiksilver Pro.